Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum dear students. Welcome to English grade 11 video lecture series. I hope that you're doing well. Students, today we are going to recall a very basic topic of grammar. Let's see what SLO we are going to deal with in this lecture. This is our lecture number 3 of the series of the competency of vocabulary and also grammar. Demonstrate knowledge and application of parts of speech in oral and written communication in varying degrees of complexity. And now this SLO is very much comprehensive. It talks about all the parts of speech and all the different grammar components in a very detailed manner. So we have to see it in both oral and written communication. And today we are going to start with parts of speech according to the book, according to the lesson. Today we are going to talk about nouns. Collective noun, compound nouns, countable, uncountable, etc. This is our vertical linkage, which is almost identical with our current students' learning outcome. Now students, this learning outcome is very generic. It means you have your all of the verb forms, nouns, pronouns, and all the parts of speech that can be covered in this learning outcome. Okay, let's talk about noun. Now students, I want you to revise all the parts of speech. Can you name the parts of speech? They are noun, pronouns, your verb, adverb, adjective, conjunction, interjection, and so on. Now, students, let us talk about noun, the very first and basic part of speech that we learn. Noun is a word used as the name of a person, place, or thing. Now, these things, person, place, or thing, can be both common and also proper. The word things include, now we know person includes people, place includes all the places that we can visit that are available in the world. And what do you mean by thing? How can we define a thing? A thing can be, number one, all the objects that we can see, taste, touch, or smell. Now, it means that everything that is related to our senses, 5 senses, sense of seeing, sense of touching, sense of tasting, touching, or smelling, and also feeling. That includes your abstract nouns. Secondly, something that we can think of but cannot perceive by the senses. So we have these two types of objects. All objects that we can perceive through senses, and the second one is that we can think of. It can be an idea, a concept, but we cannot perceive by the senses. You cannot touch it, you cannot taste it, or smell it. So now, for example, let's look at these examples. Let's identify different nouns in these examples. She bought a pair of shoes. Now, pair of shoes. Is it a person? No. Is it a place? No. Then it is a thing. Pair of shoes. So it means pair of shoes is a noun. Secondly, I have a pet. Now, pets are living beings other than humans. They are animals. So, pet is also a noun. And what kind of noun is it? It's a noun that is telling us about living things. Number 3, is this your book? We know is a helping verb. This is a pronoun. Your is a pronoun. Then what is book? Book is our noun. It's an object. It's a non-living being. Many people have a fear of darkness. Now, fear is something that we cannot see, we cannot touch, we cannot taste or smell. It is something that we can feel. So, it is a abstract noun. Second last, he is my brother. Brother is name of a very common person. This is my school. School is name of a very common place. Now, if you name somebody like your name, for example, Sana, Sara, Ali, Ahmad, your names are actually proper nouns. My name is proper noun. The name of your pet, the name of a city, a country, all of them are proper nouns. Now, let's talk about proper nouns and common nouns. Nouns are classified into two main categories. Common nouns that are common, you can see them everywhere, they are very common. And proper nouns, these are nouns that have specific reason to be called a proper noun. While proper nouns are naming words that refer to specific person, particular people, places, brands, months, days, important historical events, eras and periods. Also nationalities, countries and languages, all of the names of these things are proper nouns. On the other hand, common nouns refer to common terms that are used to name common people, places, animals, birds, insects, reptiles, ideas, objects, and so on. Like school, boy, girl, fan, all of these are common nouns. But Pakistan, the name of this country, Pakistan, is a proper noun because we are referring to a specific place. All right, let's move on. Here are some examples. The Great Expectations is a fantastic novel. Now, can we have your attention? Can we point out a noun? Yes, we have a proper noun. The Great Expectations is a proper noun because this is name of a novel, of a specific novel. So, or literature work. So, this is an example of your proper noun. The noun, the Great Expectations, refers to a particular novel, but the noun novel might be applied to any other novel as well. So this novel, the name of a kind of a book is common. So we call it a novel. The Great Expectation is proper noun, whereas novel is a common noun. We call the Great Expectations a proper noun and a novel a common noun. Clear? Where can I find a fort as great as the Badshahi fort? Now, we have both common and proper nouns. Can you identify them? Yes. Fort is a common noun. There are many forts in the world, but there is only one Badshahi fort, and this is a proper noun. The president inaugurated a school on Tuesday, 3rd July 2022. Now, schools are common. There are a lot of schools. So, Tuesday is a proper noun. A noun which is a name of a day of a week. July is the name of the month. It is very specific. So, this is a proper noun. This is a proper noun. But school is a common noun. The girls took a trip to Karachi. Yes, students. Which one of them is a common noun? Is it Karachi? No. Karachi is a specific city of Pakistan. The girls, yes. there are a lot of girls. So this name of the gender in the plural form is common noun. But Karachi is a proper noun. So we are very much clear about what is the difference between a common noun and a proper noun. So students, keeping this in mind, let's move forward. Underline the common and proper nouns in the following sentences. Now let me do the first one for you, and you're going to solve the rest of them by yourself. So the first one reads, have you read books about the Mughal Empire? Now, have you read about the Mughal Empire? Empire is a common noun because there are many empires, but Mughal Empire here is a proper noun. So identify the rest of the different proper nouns and common nouns by yourself. Let's talk about collective nouns. Sometimes we name some things that are in the form of a collection. Those are your collective nouns. For example, flock. A flock means of birds. There are so many birds, we call that collection a flock. A collective noun is the name of a number or collection of people, animals, things, etc. taken together and spoken of as whole. Collective nouns are normally not treated as plural even though they refer to a group of something. You will always refer to collective nouns as singular. Though they are collection of multiple things, persons, place, but we will still call it singular. And we will use singular article with our collective nouns. Crowd of people, a fleet of ships, a committee of directors or of lawyers, an army. So an army, in the army we have different army personnel, we have soldiers, different ranking people. So this is a collective noun. All of these are your collective nouns. Just give it a quick look, write them down and memorize them. Now, can you come up with your own collective nouns? Yes, students, class is a collective noun. Why? Because in a class there are numerous and different students. So we name such kind of a room where students sit, come and learn, a class. Next one, you have to now underline the collective nouns. The kid enjoyed seeing the flock of pigeons take off all at once. Flock is a group of pigeons or birds. All right. Countable nouns, dear students, as suggested by the name, they are the nouns that you can count easily. So, countable nouns they are also called count nouns. Refer to things that can be counted. They can be preceded by an indefinite article or determiner and quantifiers, and they can be pluralized. Now, you can use the indefinite article. What are the indefinite article? A and an. What are determiners? The numbers. And and quantifiers, and they can be pluralized. You can pluralize them as well. For example, there's a man at the door. There is a man. Now, can we count this noun? Yes, it's a countable noun. I have some friends in Karachi. There aren't any seats. I have 2 sisters. So, how many? 2. Can we count them? Yes. In the sentence above, man, friends, seeds, and sisters are countable nouns preceded by an indefinite article and determiner as well. Now, but what if we cannot count our nouns? We will call them uncountable nouns. The uncountable nouns or we can also call them mass nouns, refer to things that cannot be counted. They should never be preceded by an indefinite article or a number because they are uncountable, and you cannot pluralize such nouns. For example, there is no more water in the pond. Can you count the droplets or the quantity of water itself? No, we cannot count water. We can just count the weight of the water. So water is your uncountable noun. I need to find information about Nishane Haider. Information cannot be counted. You seem to have a higher level of intelligence. Intelligence cannot be counted like we can count a bottle of water. We can count different pencils, we can count erasers and sharpeners, but we cannot count intelligence like that. So it is an uncountable noun. Please take good care of your equipment. Let's get rid of the garbage. She gave me a useful piece of advice. My mother uses real butter in the cakes she bakes. Now, all of these nouns, students, they cannot be counted like we count pointers or markers. So they are difficult to give a number. So they are uncountable nouns. Now, what you're supposed to do before we move on to the compound nouns, till now, you have to write a paragraph of your own chosen topic. It can be about a trip, about your best friend, about an event in your life, and try to use all kinds of nouns that we have learned. Common noun, proper noun, use countable, uncountable, and also compound nouns. This is your task that you have to do for practice. Now let's talk about another kind of a noun, compound nouns. Compound word means when two things or more than two things are joining together. So we have spaced or open compound noun. A spaced or open compound noun is one in which there is a space between the two words which form the compound noun. For example, here we have spaced or open compound nouns. It means that they are working as one noun, but they have two words, two nouns, but they are working as one noun. Cricket bat, flower shop, fast food. We have space. So they are spaced, or you can also call them open because there is no hyphen added. So you can call them open compound nouns as well. Cricket is a noun. Bat is a noun. But a cricket bat is, we know, the playing equipment of the game cricket. We name it cricket bat, but it is considered one noun. And there are a lot of other examples that you can come up with. Now, unlike open or spaced compound nouns, now we can link our compound nouns using punctuation cue called hyphen. They are called hyphenated compound nouns. For example, this is one in which the two words are separated with the use of a hyphen, a dash. Mother-in-law, we have two hyphens. We have 1, 2, and 3 words, but they are working as one noun, and it is called a compound noun. Byproduct, passerby. So they are working as one and separated by hyphens. There are another kind of compound nouns. They are called closed because we don't have any space between these two words. Sunflower, rainfall, classroom, they are joined. Class, room. Two words without space, without hyphen, we call them closed or solid compound noun, working as one noun. Classroom, we are talking about one classroom, two classrooms, sunflower, rainfall. Now let's see how we can form our compound nouns. So you can add noun with noun to make a compound noun, like the word bus stop, bus and stop. You can add noun with verb. Here is the name of the thing here that are on your head, but cut is the verb. So noun plus verb can be also added. Noun plus gerund ending in ing, gerund plus noun, noun plus preposition plus noun, like mother-in-law. We have noun, preposition in, and then our noun, mother-in-law. Preposition plus noun, adjective plus noun, and adjective plus verb. So in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, in these 8 ways, you can create compound nouns. All right, now it's your turn to practice and come up with different compound nouns that are in the English language. Now, students, we are ending our lecture over here, wrapping it up by showing you these resources that are available for your help. Now, all you have to do is practice these different types of nouns. Common noun, proper noun, compound, collective, countable, and uncountable. These 6 nouns, these types are very much important, and also abstract nouns. So 7 in total. You have to practice them a lot. I'll see you in the next video lesson with any interesting students learning outcome. Till then, take care of yourselves and Allah Hafiz.